All this metal right here, this is how you make money from the trash. But there's a lot of nuances. We've got cast iron, we've got #1 insulated copper wire, we've got shred steel, heavy melt buried under here, BX cable. We're gonna go through each one of these things as I'm pulling it out, and I'm gonna explain how much you could get for it, and we'll go to the scrapyard at the end of this video so you know I'm not bullshitting anybody. We might clear $100 in here, especially with this cast iron pipe. This is used as sewage pipe most of the time, so I didn't really think through how I was going to get all this out. I'm going to pull my truck along the side here so we can just put everything right in the bed. All right, we got this cast iron here. This is going to go for about 11 cents a pound at the scrapyard, and it's thick, it's heavy, it adds up quick. So all this HVAC material is going to be considered shred steel. It is quite thin and light, so I'm going to set it aside for the moment, make sure that I have enough room for the real big heavy stuff before I throw it in the truck. Might have to do some getting out and rearranging stuff as I keep putting stuff in. So this is a HVAC motor. This motor has copper inside. This is going to get you about 20 cents a pound. So we're taking that. We've got all these cast iron fittings down here. All right, then this is going to be heavy melt, or short steel, more than 1/8 inch thick, less than 4 feet long. So this is also going to get about 11 cents a pound. And, you know, this stuff like this, you know, this could go on the shelf, and I could use this for a project later down the road. I might not scrap this. You know, it's a little rusty, but you know, that can be cleaned off. And if you went to go to try to buy this at like a Metals Depot, it's going to be, you know, pretty expensive per foot. We got some more cast iron fittings here. We got another big piece of cast iron right here. Oh, damn. Oh, wow. This thing looks like it's like 12 or 13 feet long. I don't know if I'm gonna be able to get this one out. I should have a hammer with me, but you know, the best way to break something like this up would be a hammer, and you bust it up at the joint, and it's cast iron, so it's pretty brittle, and it'll come apart pretty easily. But I don't know if I've got one on my truck, but I'm pretty close to home. Might grab one and just come back and bust it up. I saw this in here, I didn't think it was this long. All right, I guess we can start throwing the HVAC stuff in there. Then I'll grab this breaker box too. And obviously you can just crush this, and we're gonna fit a lot more doing that. The problem is I got this short bed F-150. Looks like we got some full aluminum BX cable right here. It's full of 12 gauge single strand wire. This is gonna get about 75-80 cents a pound. You could pull this wire out and get more like $1.20, $1.30, but I tend not to do the processing work. So this has got a motor in here. They won't take it as motor price, but it's heavy, so I'll take that for shred steel. It's just full too. I'll take the full stuff all day long. We'll set it there so we can bundle it all up. You know, some of this might actually be steel. I should have a magnet with me. Steel's good. The steel BX is going to get a lot lower price, like 20 cents a pound. It's more common in older buildings, but it looks like it might be a mix of steel and aluminum. And I should note about all of these prices, they're going to vary across the region, even from like scrapyard to scrapyard in the same city. They could be different. So your price locally is going to be different than mine. All right, then we've got this panel right here, but we'll probably just snip the wires off
and throw in a shred pile. Because the reason I don't do much disassembly work is scrap metal is like one of the lowest value things that I do dumpster diving to make money. I make more money finding stuff to resell. So my time is worth more going out, sourcing stuff, flipping it on eBay or Facebook Marketplace than sitting in a garage with tools and disassembling the stuff to make a few extra dollars. You know, that's just my personal way of dumpster diving and doing scrap metal. It might not be the best way to make the most money, but it's you know how I do it. At some point this died, so I lost a little bit of footage here. That's why I got 2 of them. I really just need to get a GoPro. Another piece of advice about these roll-off dumpsters is when you find them on these remodel jobs like this, they're going to fill them up again and again. This is like the 3rd or 4th dumpster they've filled up. You've done the work of finding it, and now you can just keep coming back and hitting it again and again, checking it every few days, and it's just like a little cash machine for you. And this is a mixed trash dumpster. This is not a scrap dumpster. You can see it's full of trash, and I know that this specific company, all these get hauled right to the landfill. There's no sorting, so this is all in the up and up. It's making more room in the dumpster for the crew that's clearing out this building, and we're keeping it out of the landfill, making a little bit of money, so it's a win-win. And the people who are doing the remodel pay by how much this weighs. They weigh it at the landfill, tip it out, and if it weighs 500 pounds less, because I just took it all out, you know, they're going to pay less money. You know, I guess the landfill's losing out on a bit of money, but you know, are we really worried about the landfill? You know?
It's a couple days later on Sunday, and I can't just leave this pipe in here, so came back to get it. I brought some leverage with me here. So we're gonna go for the weakest link right here, which is the joints. If this is old enough, this is all gonna be lead that they use to pack between, you know, in between the joints. We can scrap that as well. So, because this cast iron is really brittle, so it should just crack right open. So let's give it a good whack. See, we've got the first crack there already. There we go. Flip it over, we'll get this side. Oh yeah, there we go. That's how you bust apart cast iron right there. And then we got all this lead. Yeah, it's a good pound and a half of lead right there. So we'll scrap that too. Might as well bust this one open and get that lead too. Man, that's loud. Should really have some hearing protection. Really should have had this in when I busted the first one, but better late than never, right? Here we go. There's some more lead. Yeah, we'll get this one too. All right, let's get this lead off here. All right, got about probably 3 pounds of lead there. Good work, tool. Might as well take this HVAC stuff anyway. All right, not bad. We got a mini fridge here. Whoever put it out put a work sign on it, but then some scrap around foot cut the cord off and cut the copper tubing off on the back. My scrapyard will still take this as shred steel, so we'll throw this in the truck. We're already taking a bunch on the way, even though it's a bit bulky. I mean, right here we basically just have a big dumping, illegal dumping pile. Let's see if we pick through it real quick. Yeah, I don't know what this is, some kind of cooking thing. This will go as shred steel. What else we got here? We got this big thing here. I think it's a propane tank. Some people think it's an oxygen tank. I put a photo on Facebook. Here's like the text on it here. There's the valve. It's got a green top. Oh man, that really smells like propane. I just opened it up. It feels mostly empty. I'm wondering if I could just throw this on Marketplace as a propane cylinder. You know, what do you guys think? Back here, we got a ton of tires with these aluminum rims, but you know, I don't want to F with, you could see somebody already try to cut it off to get the aluminum, but gave up. There's like 8 or 9 of them. I don't have equipment to do that. All right, let's just get this fridge in the truck. Yeah, so this will be 7 cents a pound. So looks like they threw out a futon or something right there. So I'm gonna grab that scrap. It's pretty light, but headed to the scrapyard tomorrow morning anyway, so might as well pick it up. Yeah.
We got old air conditioners in the backyard.
Yeah?
Yeah.
And like right around the back?
Here, I'll show you.
Yeah, I'll check it out.
We'll probably have more. Yeah. Yeah, there's one right here.
Okay. That's a big one.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
So it'll have some good weight.
Yeah. Now we gotta make some room. Oh, damn.
Never mind.
I must be a weakling, man. I cleared out a spot for it, though. Just pop there. I'll get it in there. All right. Thank you. Thanks again, man. So my father-in-law gave me this trailer because he's not going to be using it anymore. He's getting up there in age. So, but the problem is my garage is back here, so I'm gonna have to run it up there by hand. We're not gonna be doing this too much longer though, because I actually just got a new 2,800 square foot space. We're gonna actually have yard space for a scrap dumpster, so we're not gonna have to do this very often. For the time being, we gotta do this. I don't even know if I'm gonna be able to get it up this hill. Oh boy. Oh yeah, that's a workout. I mean, I could have backed it in here with the truck. Oh, so what I'm trying to do now is I'm gonna put higher sidewalls on here eventually, but right now I just gotta patch these gaps so I can throw some stuff in here. And I've been sitting on these for a couple years now. They're gonna be perfect for what I wanna do. Quick and dirty sideboards here. All right. We're taking back, we got heavy melt short steel here. We got aluminum extrusion. Got some motors back there. We got some aluminum BX cable, dirty stainless, some dirty aluminum, bunch of shred steel, cast iron, and I think that's it. So let's go to the yard and get paid. So of course it starts pouring now, right on my way to the scrapyard. That's not good. Here we go.
Getting that from TikTok?
Yeah, yeah.
Shit, I know I was gonna see you one day when I start working here.
Yeah. I haven't been doing it as much because I just had a kid. It's getting wet out here. My raincoat's buried under there, oh well. So yeah, we got cast iron here, a lot of bathtubs, sprinkler pipe, sewer pipe, radiators, but this is my heavy stuff. I gotta do something about this. If I just pop this off real quick. Oh boy.
All right, made 102 bucks on that scrap run. Would have been slightly more if I would have turned in this steel tubing here. You go on Metals Supermarket, look up 4x4 tubing, and it's like 62 bucks for a 3-foot length right here. So this is going in my garage for some future projects, maybe some tables, I don't know. And then you can see the different prices we got for all the different materials. I was off by a few cents here or there. It's just hard to keep up on all the prices. So I have some awesome news to share. I am getting a 2,800 square foot building. I signed the lease and I move in on Monday in like 5 days. We're gonna have space to store a lot of the building materials we find. We're gonna be doing a lot more flips on Facebook Marketplace, eBay, and no more little trips to the scrapyard. I'll have room for a scrap dumpster on site and containers for aluminum, brass, you know, all the non-ferrous stuff. So no more little tiny trips to the scrapyard that take up so much time. When we go, we're going to take a lot of material, or they're going to pick up that shred steel dumpster, and there'll be 10 to 15 tons in there. We're also going to be launching our Lost Goods Upcycled Products brand, and that's going to be making home decor and home furnishings out of the materials that we find dumpster diving. I have a lot of manufacturing experience in my other business, Buffalo Bottlecraft. We've got CNC machines, printers, table saws, like all your standard wood shop equipment. But we're going to be doing a lot more stuff. Stay tuned if you want to see some cool build videos. And, thanks for watching this one.